Good evening, San Diego. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis, and thank you for tuning in for your CBS 8 Plus weather update. Let's talk about the update because, well, we have quite a bit going on across our county when it does come to alerts. The first one we're going to talk about is the one that's in effect right now. That's the beach hazard statement. You have a south swell that's going to continue through tomorrow, and so that's surf elevated to about 3 to 5 feet. Also strong rip currents being present right along our coastline, and that's going to continue all the way until 11 p.m. for tomorrow night. But here's the thing. That surf doesn't seem to be very high, but it is also coupled with an extra pull when it comes to our evening high tides. And so that's why the beach hazard statement has been issued. That extra pull comes from the new moon phase that will take place by tomorrow. And so that's creating that astronomical pull in those evening high tides, bringing them upwards of about 7 feet. So king tides right there along our coastline, and also leading to that minor tidal overflow into parking lots, adjacent streets to the beach, and also onto boardwalks. That presents some minor tidal overflow being possible tonight and also for tomorrow, as you can see, as we continue to hold on to those high tides in the evening hours, upwards of about 7 feet. When we look at our highs for today, we were talking about some heat as well as some humidity mixed in with the forecast. You had 70s dominating right there along the North County coastline, as well as 82 degrees for Encinitas. We had some 90s and 80s across the inland valleys, low 90s, and that was for Escondido as well as for Ramona and for El Cajon. But you also had 84 degrees today for Miramar, 86 degrees for La Mesa. When we talk about the heat over the next couple of days, it's also going to be coupled in with the humidity. And so that is bringing temperatures with a ridge of high pressure. That's going to bring temperatures a little bit warmer than usual by 5 to 10 degrees, not just for our daytime highs, but also talking about the overnight lows. But it's going to feel uncomfortable because of that increase in humidity that we're going to continue to feel for much of this week and all the way into next week. You have overnight lows that will be at 68 degrees for Escondido, the same for La Mesa. You also have 69 degrees. That's going to be for downtown. You also have 69 degrees expected for El Cajon, bringing in an overnight low in the low 70s. That's going to be for Julian as well as for Palomar Mountain, and 83 degrees for Borrego Springs. So for tomorrow, we have a very similar range when it comes to our daytime highs. Still more of those low 90s. You have 93 degrees for Valley Center, mainly favoring east of the 15 when it does come to those 90s. 91 degrees for El Cajon, the same for Jamul. You still have the 70s right there along the coast, a few degrees above seasonal in spots. 81 degrees for Chula Vista, 108 degrees, and that is going to be for the desert. But an increase in our heat coupled with that humidity we're already feeling out there, that brings in heat alerts. And so that's going to be on Wednesday and Thursday, bringing our daytime highs about 5 to 15 degrees above seasonal across the inland valleys as well as for the mountains. And most of San Diego County is going to be under this alert, and that includes the coast. So heat alerts go into effect starting at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, lasting all the way through 8 p.m. on Thursday. An extreme heat warning for the 90s and triple digits. That will be for the inland valleys and right there below 6,000 feet for the mountains. You also have the beaches and cities near the coast into the 80s as well as those near 90s, and that will be coupled in, as mentioned, with that humidity, and that increases heat-related illnesses. So please be careful out there, drinking plenty of water, making sure you're staying nice and hydrated, taking frequent breaks if you have to be outside for an extended period of time, and taking those breaks under the shade, drinking plenty of water, slathering on the sunscreen, because even though you do have those extra clouds out there, it still is not blocking out that sunshine entirely. So that will be for the middle of the week, and that takes us into Thursday. The peak of that heat looks to be on Wednesday as well. And this is all in response to this massive area of high pressure that is bringing a lot of heat across the Great Plains. Also seeing that stretch in towards portions of the Dakotas. You're talking as well as Minnesota. So they're going to be dealing with a whole lot of heat. And then we have this dip in the jet stream that really isn't going to make too much of a difference for us, because that ridge, that's going to be our main weather maker. Expands a little bit more, sends the heat in our direction. That's why we're looking at it with the peak of it being on Wednesday and still holding on to the heat all the way into Thursday. We have a little bit of a break, and that's going to be by the weekend, a minor slip in temperatures, but also still talking about the heat that's going to be out there into Thursday, and then our temperatures start to slip away over the weekend. So you have 80s peaking for the coast by Wednesday. You also have upper 70s for the coast. That's going to be on Thursday as well. Then those temperatures start to go a little bit more down. You also have the 90s across the inland valleys, but more widespread with those 90s and even talking mid to upper 90s. That will be by Wednesday in our forecast. More widespread with those low 90s by Thursday, and then you're right back into the 80s, and that will be for the weekend. We also have the monsoonal moisture. As I mentioned, it's going to make things feel uncomfortable. While we're looking at a slight chance that we could see some of that activity when it comes to afternoon showers and thunderstorms building up over the mountains, and that would be on Thursday. But then you can see the clouds continue to hold on into next week. There is a chance that we could see some development of maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm with the heating of the day, and that will be for the mountains as well as for the desert. Those chances are about a 10 to 20% chance, so not talking about a very high one, but it is still present in our forecast that carries all the way into next week. So even when the temperatures do come down a little bit more over the weekend, we're still going to feel that sticky feeling when you step outside. You have 111 on Wednesday for the desert. Then temperatures will start to come down just a little bit more, getting closer to something a little bit more seasonal. There's about 20% chance we could see an isolated shower or thunderstorm with the heating of the day by the afternoon, early evening hours for the desert on Thursday, and then everything starts to dissipate a little bit more, and that's going to be once we get past our sunset, which is going to be at 7:58. So that's when things start to calm down, and well, we gear up for it right again the following day. I hope you're having a great night. Please stay nice and safe out there, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.